Local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight here on WYLN News. I'm Gary Perna. More snow, ice, and rain is on the way. Ready or not, when it all said and done, it could dump about 5 inches in our area. Tonight, snow will move into our area after midnight. The winter storm heading our way can bring snow, ice, and rain to the region. The Hazleton area can see anywhere from about 3 to 5 inches of snow with sleet and freezing rain mixed in Tuesday, causing potential dangerous travel and conditions. The National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning in effect from midnight Tuesday through 7 a.m. Wednesday for much of the region. Now, according to the latest statistics, the storm watch will bring in some light snow. It will develop overnight tonight into Tuesday with accumulating of snow Tuesday morning before changing over to sleet and freezing rain. And that plain rain that will also happen Tuesday afternoon into evening. Traveling could be very difficult in both the morning and evening commute on Tuesday. PennDOT is placing commercial vehicle bans in place, and to learn more about those, you can head over to PA 511 or use the PA 511 app. Fire crews were called to a basement fire this morning in Schuylkill County. The fire was called in around 11:30 at 215 South Center Street in Frackville. Police officers were the first to arrive on scene. They found heavy smoke coming from the home. The fire was knocked down around noon. It was reported that no one was home at the time of the fire. Crews from Frackville, West Mahanoy Township, Englewood, and Mahanoy City all responded to the scene. No injuries were reported. This morning, the 4 suspects that were involved in a car chase that led to a deadly shooting in Carbon County were in a courtroom today. Mitchell Knight, Chesum Caldwell, Kardec Carson, and Tyrone Packer were in court for a preliminary hearing. They are all facing charges in connection to what started as a chase that happened back on December 18th. The 5th man who was riding in the van was 27-year-old Danny Washington. He was shot as a struggle with a police officer after the chase. State troopers say an officer's weapon discharged and hit Washington. He later died at a hospital. All 4 men were very vocal inside and outside of courtroom Monday. They believe Washington was shot for no reason. Beaver Meadows Police Chief Mike Morisi said that he tried to pull the van over, and the men tried to pull the van over on Route 93, and that's when the driver sped off. The chase went through Jim Thorpe and Lee Hyten. The chase ended in Franklin Township on Route 209 near the Pennsylvania Turnpike after police used spike strips to slow the van down. The district attorney ruled the shooting death as accidental. All the suspects were from Florida. All 4 men's charges were sent to Carbon County Court. Major crime has decreased in Rush Township in 2018. That's according to Police Chief Ken Zaposki. The chief reported that serious crimes such as aggravated assault, burglary, and arson were down 35% compared to 2017. Non-major offenses also saw a decrease last year. Drug violations, however, were on the rise. All but 3 of the drug-related offenses were said to be committed by non-Rush Township residents. The chief credits the professional and proactive members of the police department for making the drug arrest. He also stated that the department will continue to provide professional service and committed to making the community a safer place in 2019. A candlelight vigil will be held at Patriot Square in Nanticoke. It is to remember Felicia Thomas. The woman disappeared 15 years ago today after being last seen at a party in Humlock Township. Several times, investigators and cadaver dogs scoured the wooded area in a search for the woman. It is believed that she was killed in the area by several men. Tonight's vigil begins at 6 p.m. A meeting will take place tomorrow night so that the Hanover Area School District can appoint a new acting superintendent while William Jones is on paid leave. District Co-Solicitor Jack Dean said that Jones went on paid leave last week but could not say why. An acting superintendent will be put in place until Jones returns. The district also terminated a contract with the van company owned by board president Frank Cavarella's parents. The district alleges that they were overpaid around $250,000 for services. The matter is being investigated by the State Auditor General's office, and another company will be taking over in March. The Hanover Area School Board will meet Tuesday night at 6 p.m. 4 people so far have announced that they will run for 2 Hazleton City Council seats. The 2 seats that are up for grabs are currently held by Bob Gavio and Gene Mope. Gavio will not seek re-election. 4 years ago, he was the top vote getter and has brought common sense to City Council. Councilwoman Gene Mope said she will seek re-election for her 3rd term. She will be joined by Democrat on the ticket, former Hazleton Councilman Jack Mundy. 2 years ago, Mundy lost his re-election bid. Independent Scott Cahalan said he will run for council seat as a non-affiliated independent candidate. Cahalan ran for mayor 4 years ago but came up short. As a non-affiliated candidate, Cahalan will appear on the ballot, will not appear on the primary ballot, but he will be able to secure a spot on the general election ballot. And the only Republican so far to announce is Lauren Sacco. She's been involved in a number of local organizations, and her family own 3 businesses in the Hazleton area. Candidates can begin circulating petitions on February 19th and continue to work through March 12th to collect 100 signatures they need to secure their spots on the ballot. With a pending snowstorm moving into our area, communities have started to place snow bans into effect. Now, we start tonight in Freeland, where the no parking ban is in effect starting at 6 p.m. There's no parking on the odd side of the street. Moving over to Klein Township, that has started at 4 p.m. today. There's no parking on the even side of the street in Klein Township. Mahanoy Cities will go into effect at midnight. There's no parking on Center, Main, West South, and in Liberty Hill. McAdoo snow ban will go into effect tonight at 11 p.m. West Hazleton's will go into effect at 6 p.m. Weatherly will go in effect at 8 p.m. tonight, and Whitehaven's will start at midnight with no parking on the odd side of the street. That list is on the WYLN News Facebook page and will be scrolling throughout the night. Coming up on WYLN News, budget hearings got underway in Harrisburg today, and more work is being done at the Luzerne County Courthouse. But first, let's take a look at that forecast as we prepare for this winter storm. Tomorrow, wintry mix throughout the day, a high of 30. Wednesday, cloudy skies, high of 32. And as we prepare for this storm, again, it's a reminder that it will start tonight and last throughout tomorrow and could cause some tricky driving conditions, so be careful. We'll be right back.
Have you been waiting for huge savings on your next truck? The wait is over. Stop into All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during Ram Truck Month to get the truck you want at the discount you've been waiting for. Get a 2019 Ram 1500 for 0% for 72 months and 90 days until your first payment. Or lease the 2019 Ram 1500 Quad Cab Express for $199 a month. The best deals on new trucks are going on right now at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 314 Main Street, Suite A in Cunningham, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania, and they are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191 today.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
A medical marijuana facility may be coming to the Humboldt Industrial Park later this year. Justice Grown, based in Chicago, bought 10 acres for $600,000 from Candu along Chestnut Hill Drive. The company plans to construct a 55,000 square foot facility. Marijuana will be grown there, then processed for medical use. Justice Grown was awarded the license for the facility in July of 2018. The center was supposed to open within 6 months, but the problem they ran into was endangered bats, so has delayed construction. The company will employ around 30 people and will hold an upcoming job fair. Justice Grown also has a medical marijuana dispensary in Edwardsville. Less than a week after the Governor Tom Wolf unveiled his $34 billion budget proposal, budget hearings began today in Harrisburg. The budget hearings are beginning before the State House Appropriation Committee. Chairman Stan Slayer believes the governor's proposed budget provides a good starting point for the budget process, saying while there are areas where there will be policy disagreements, there are a lot of good things in the budget. Senate Appropriations Committee Chairman Pat Browning said he looks forward to taking a closer look at the governor's budget proposal and believes that a budget agreement can be reached on time. The Senate Appropriations Committee budget's hearing will begin next week in the Senate. Tomorrow night's Luzerne County Council meeting is expected to include the introduction of a new council member. 12 applicants were recently interviewed for the seat left vacant when Ed Brominski stepped down. A State of the County report will also be given by County Manager Dave Pedri. That meeting will begin 6 p.m. tomorrow night at the Luzerne County Courthouse, River Street in Wilkes-Barre. It's been over 2 weeks since the end of the partial federal government shutdown, but problems continue for some recipients of federal benefits. Because of the shutdown, February's benefits under the program known as SNAP were distributed early, resulting in a gap of more than 2 months before the next payment issue. The Pennsylvania Department of Human Services has been dealing with the issue, along with the rumors that those early benefits had to be spent by the end of January. Secretary Teresa Miller says that the information is not true, and the county assistant offices are trying to get the word out to many recipients as possible. A contractor will be starting work within the next few weeks on Phase 2 of the renovations at the Luzerne County Courthouse. County Council approved an over $527,000 in funding to complete the renovations. Phase 2 will include the restoring of the murals and paintings on the first floor of the courthouse. The woodwork will be cleaned and preserved, and all the marble surfaces will be cleaned. Phase 1 of the project involved refurbishing the rotunda and the dome that was completed earlier last year. Evergreen Architectural Arts, one of the county's biggest specialty contractors, will be overseeing the project as it is expected to be completed by August. Coming up on Coxville's News Choice, we recap some of the winter storm that's heading our way and those snow bands for you, plus an upcoming event to benefit a local church. But as we head out to break, coming up next, the American Cancer Society Telethon Committee is here, and Community and You. We have all the details. Stay with us.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership is very proud to become a part of the Hazleton area. Come see us in Hazel Township or visit us online at blazehazleton.com. There's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, and Mazda. Plus, a huge inventory of the finest quality pre-owned vehicles available, all with the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee. We have a long-held reputation for low prices, great selection, and top-notch service. Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships in Hazleton. We're taking the deals the other guys won't.
On WYLN, and we are kicking off our look at the 41st Annual American Cancer Society Telethon, which will take place February 23rd from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And of course, as always, you can see it right here on WYLN TV. And we are back home this year at Premier Catering at Gennedy's Ballroom around 309 in Hazel Township. And with me is Jane Doherty. And Jane, 41 years. Which I know every year we talk about it and we're saying, wow, 41. I can remember, I think I started at 35, somewhere in there with helping out, and we're not done. That's part of the theme and the logo this year is we've made great strides, but there's still a lot of work to be done.
Absolutely. 41, and we're not done, and we'll be here until we are done. But when we started 41 years ago, there were no cancer survivors. It was a death sentence. Now, of course, that's not true. There are many survivors, many advances in cancer treatments. Actually, every hour at the telethon, we will have 2 survivors answering the phones who will be interviewed and tell their inspiring stories. We have some new people this year, some great things going on, and I think that everyone will be inspired by the stories they hear from our survivors. One of the other things that I do is the Children's Art Project, and that involves second graders from our schools, and it also involves the Hazleton Area High School Art Club. This year they have designed globes, and the message that they're putting on them has to do with a world without cancer and what they can do to make that happen. So it's a very important educational thing. Their teachers all get cancer information packets that they use to work with the students. And even second graders know that they should eat vegetables, and they should tell their parents not to smoke, and they should get exercise and things like that. So it's a very important message that we get even to our little second graders. They will be on display at the telethon, and people are invited to stop and look. Lots of the kids come and look, and they're proud to show mom and dad the globe that they designed. So we're looking forward to that piece of the telethon also. So you know that the number is always the same, 570-459-1212. We'll be there on the 23rd from 11 to 11, and we'll be back until there's no more cancer. And
every year, when we get together to do this and start shuffling everything around to make this telethon happen, we talk about the great advances that have been made, and we point that out at the telethon each year. 41 years ago, there were no survivors.
Right.
And we started celebrating our survivors, and survivorship starts at diagnosis.
The day you're diagnosed, you become a survivor.
And now to have so many survivors right here in our area come and tell their story, it brings that hope and that joy that somehow we're making a dent in this.
Yes.
Maybe a little one, but we are. And I know every year when I'm in the phone room doing the announcements and we have a survivor on, you could hear a pin drop in that room, because everybody is so in tune to what they're saying, and they want to hear their story and how great things have happened for them, and they continue to do it. So the committee that puts us together is one of a kind. They're great. They make sure everything happens. Jane has a few more gray hairs at this time every year.
Indeed I do.
But at the end of the day,
it's okay.
It's okay, and a lot happens. And I have to point out, we're missing Clemmy this year.
She couldn't be with us today, but she's definitely involved as always. She is the telethon. She's probably home making her sponsor calls as we speak. And you don't say no to Clemmy, so. And
of course, she'll be sitting right there in the phone bank with us, telling us what we do right and wrong the whole time.
She will.
But again, the telethon, February 23rd, 11 to 11. You want to stop by down at Genetti's Ballrooms and take a look. A lot of great things going on. We're going to highlight some of the stuff here in WILN as we lead up to the telethon. 41 years and we're not done, and we won't be done until the world is cancer-free.
Correct.
Janie, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you, Gary. See you on the 23rd.
We'll be there with our tuxes on. Make sure you join us as well that day. Stop down or watch us at home in the comfort of your couch. Have some popcorn and enjoy the show, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you next time on WILN.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody sells for less.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial. Licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
Hazleton Trinity Lutheran Church will be hosting their annual all-you-can-eat pork and sauerkraut dinner next week. The dinner will take place Monday, February 18th from 4 till 7 p.m. at Trinity Lutheran Church at Hemlock and Church Streets in Hazleton. Dinner includes sliced pork, mashed potatoes, green beans, a roll, sauerkraut, applesauce, and desserts, which are homemade cakes and pies made by the women at the church.
We hold it on President's Day because most people are off from work on that day, and it affords us a lot of volunteers.
Adults can eat for just $10 and children under 12 eat for $5. Takeouts will be available as well.
We do depend here on a lot of volunteers. Various members of our congregation, both young and old, do various jobs, and it requires us probably 30-some volunteers to do this dinner, and we do appreciate their work. So we're hoping the community comes out to support us and make it worthwhile for them.
For more information on the dinner, you can call them at 570-454-3492, extension 10. Shenandoah Valley High School is helping our heroes with a collection drive for the U.S. military to provide various items that would not be easily accessible to them in their deployment locations around the world. Operation Gratitude ships more than 200,000 care packages to men and women currently serving. Many of the listed items on your screen can be dropped off at various locations throughout the Shenandoah community. Donations will be accepted until the end of February, and any financial contributions will be made towards the shipping cost. Tonight, we wrap up our WILN basketball season, and we'll bring you the Penn State Brandywine at Penn State Hazleton men's game. The game will air tonight at 7 p.m. right here on WILN TV. So join us live from Penn State Hazleton for the game, again 7 p.m. right here on WILN. Again, we want to just give you a recap of the pending snowstorm coming into our area. Many communities have placed their snow bans into effect. As you can see up on your screen now, those snow bans will be going into effect or have been in Freeland, Klein Township, Mahanoy City, McAdoo, West Hazleton, Weatherly, and Whitehaven. And a reminder, Hazleton City snow ban will go into effect. There's no parking on red or yellow signs of the street. Again, for this upcoming snowstorm, please adhere to the warnings. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on the WYLN News Facebook page, and of course a lot of updates concerning the snowstorm. And stay with us. A look at the weather is next here on WYLN TV.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. Packages are available to fit anyone's budget, and there is a restaurant and catering on site. The facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor parties, private parties of any kind. Call 570-384-2314. WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org. You're watching Mountaintop's Choice for news, weather, and live local sport.